Hello, today I'm going to be comparing the web browsers Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. I'll start off by saying that since both of these are web browsers, their function is to browse the web, many of their basic features are going to be the same. That being said, I'm going to focus mainly on the things that make them different. So I will test their performance, their applications, and their customization options. So to start off, I will test the performance by testing their startup speeds to see which web browser is faster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter to start the web browser. Immediately afterwards, I will start the stopwatch, and I will stop the stopwatch once I see the Google logo come up on the home page. Alright, so starting with Google Chrome. Alright, about 0.8 seconds. Now we'll move on to Mozilla Firefox. Again, same procedure, hit enter, start the stopwatch, stop the stopwatch once the home page comes up. And about 1.5 seconds. So as you can see, Google Chrome is definitely the faster of the two web browsers. Next, I'm going to go over the applications that they both have. Alright, now when I say applications, what I mean are the basic features that the web browser has, excluding add-ons and extensions. I know both web browsers have their own web store, and these contain applications and add-ons and extensions that make the browser highly customizable and highly adaptable. So for consistency's sake, I've disabled all add-ons except for a theme on each web browser that I will go into for customization later. So starting off with Mozilla Firefox, as far as browsing applications goes, there's not too much about it. It's kind of just like a basic web browser. It does have some more parental control features than Chrome does. It also has email support, which Chrome does not, for help and support. But other than that, it's pretty basic. Now moving on to Google Chrome. Google Chrome has a few more tools than that. They have their online task manager, which I personally find to be useful. I'll get more into that in a second. And they also give you the ability to create shortcuts for the web page that you're on right now and save them to your desktop. And that saves you the time of navigating to that web page later if you visit that site often. Now back to the task manager. The reason why I come back to this is to once again reiterate the fact that each tab is its own process. And the reason for that is because of the system that Google Chrome has for security, which is known as sandboxing. What this does is it isolates each tab so that if one tab crashes, the rest of your browsing can continue to go unhindered. What it also does is any malicious files or anything like that on that specific web page stay contained in that tab so that they don't harm the rest of your system or any other tabs. That being said, personally, I feel that the application and functionality part goes to Google Chrome. And next I'll move on to appearance and customizations. Alright, now on to appearance and customization. Again, since most customization is done through add-ons, I am kind of going to skip over that a bit. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the add-ons, just to keep in mind that for consistency's sake, I'm not going into the individual web stores of each browser, with a few exceptions. So first off, let's start with the basic appearance of the web browser. Google Chrome is much of a slimmer, simpler design. They have their omnibox here for searching in, just entering the URL, whereas Firefox is more your basic, multiple toolbars, your URL box, your search box, and things like that. I'm going to go into themes now. You find these in your web store, and they kind of act differently on each web browser. For example, when themes on Chrome just kind of customize the tiny little strip up here, and then they also customize your new tab page. Whereas with Mozilla Firefox, basically all you get is this top bar, but it's bigger than the top bar on Chrome. As far as customizing the actual browser goes, Google Chrome doesn't have much along the lines of customizing these settings and whatnot. They do have their sync. Firefox also has sync. I'm not going into too much detail on that because they both have it. It's mainly just your basic settings for a web browser. In Firefox, on your toolbars, you have these little customizations for some functions that maybe just make a shortcut for those. What they also have is their about config page. So you go about :config, hit yes, and here you have all these web browser settings that you can change to customize the way your web browser works. I can't really go into too much detail on this. I haven't really done much with it yet. I know that there are some values you can set to make it load faster, but I haven't really done much in it, so I can't go into too much detail. All you need to know is that for the sake of this video, there are so many settings here that you can customize in Firefox that Firefox definitely wins in customization. As far as appearance goes, however, personally I do prefer Google Chrome just because it's sleeker, it's more minimalistic is one word I've heard often, and personally I think it looks a bit nicer. Alright, so just to do a little bit of recap, I started by testing the speed of both Firefox and Chrome. Chrome was definitely the faster of the two web browsers. After that I went to basic functionality. Again, I'm not involving any add-ons or extensions, and I find that Chrome has more useful features than Firefox. I talked a little bit about security in Chrome sandboxing. Since Firefox has no security system installed from the beginning, I would say that Chrome is definitely the winner as far as security is concerned. I then began to talk about appearance and customization. As far as appearance goes, and I know anytime you're judging based on appearance, that can be a bit nitpicking, and the opinion of the browser shouldn't be solely based on that, but personally I prefer the looks of Chrome. I just think it's sleeker, and it's just much easier to navigate. And then I began to talk about customization. This one Firefox definitely does win because of their about configuration page that has all the different settings that you can customize. That being said, I still don't think there is a clear winner as to which browser is better. I personally think it's all up to what kind of person you are. Whether you prefer the faster web browser with better performance, Chrome is definitely your choice there. However, again, Firefox has email support, which could be useful for some people who are maybe new to technology, and it also is more customizable for those who like to edit their settings and things like that. I bring up the fact that both have their own web app store. I'll go to those real quick. Let's see. So we go to Tools, Add-ons. Your Get Add-ons. You got your Firefox web store, and then your Chrome web store. You can get to from your new tab page. And both web stores have add-ons and extensions ranging from security to things like YouTube downloaders, Facebook things, and whatnot, to browser games. These make both browsers highly customizable, highly adaptable, and that's the biggest reason why I believe there is no clear winner, is because each one can be customized, adapted through add-ons and extensions to the point where it could be the winner over the other. So again, I believe that it's all up to your opinions. Personally though, I use Chrome just because I prefer the basic performance. I'm not one of the people that downloads a ton of add-ons, things like that. And so I just stick with Chrome because from the start it's faster and has better performance. Alright, there you go. That was a comparison between Firefox and Google Chrome. Again, I personally use Chrome, but it's mainly up to your preference.